Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about a plugin known as the Viper. It is a VST that supposedly emulates the sound of the Axis Virus TI. I will say two things right out the gate. I am using the demo version because I'm experimenting with this to see what it sounds like and see if it is something that I feel is worth purchasing based on what my needs and preferences are. Also, I don't own a virus, never had one, and so I can't speak to how well this emulates the sound of a virus. I do have some libraries that have some virus sounds in them, specifically the TI and virus B. But beyond that, I've never actually handled a virus, so I can't speak to that. But I will just give you a basic overview of this plugin and provide my 2 cents on it. So let's get started. So that is the sequence patch known as Arena. I will say out the gate, this plugin has a very bright sound. Very bright sound. Let's get into some of these ARPs. Very loud. It's definitely geared for like your trance music. See what dirty analog sounds like. All right, bass sound. Let's do one more for the retro. All right. Let's do a couple leads, dubstep lead. Oh, wow. Yeah. We got to cut that back. Yep. All right. Let's do some pads. Very popish sounding. Nothing wrong with that, but definitely pop sounding. Let's check out these. It's a monster pad. Those multi-saws. Let's do this freezer. Not bad, not bad. Let's do one more for the pads. Sparkle pads. All right, so right out the gate, you can kind of tell that this plugin, in terms of the presets, are very much geared towards that um, trance music, EDM, rave, that type of sound. And that's all right. Now, I know a lot of people in the urban space like the virus for its contribution to the hip hop space. And particularly, I've heard a lot of people say like Nexus has a lot of those sounds that may or may not contain some patches that came from the virus. And a lot of that was used to make a lot of your R&B sounds back in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Um, so if you are into that sound, or if you're into the trance or rave sound, this plugin might be suited for you. Now, let's do a brief overview of the layout. You got 3 oscillators right out the gate, and you can select between 3 different modes of oscillating generation. So you have your classic mode, which will give you sine, triangle, and then you have some additional waveforms that you can use here. Likewise, you have the multi-saw. You can make that range from 1 to 9 voices and do your detuning as you please. And then you have your wavetable mode, which will give you sine. And then you have all of these wavetables to utilize and work with. You can also, in wavetable mode, use this oscillator common and do some manipulation here. And supposedly, I have not tested this out, but you're supposed to be able to take your wavetables, customize, or anything you have that's serial compatible. You can take that and put that into this device as well, so you can definitely expand the sounds that you have. You have your FM side of things right here, so post triangle, triangle bi, wave, oscillator 1. So you can do some light FM with this to kind of definitely shape those sounds and manipulate those tones and bring out some different harmonics. You also have a sub oscillator here. You have your noise oscillator. Depending on how you set this up here is going to determine the access you get here and here. So keep that in mind. But you have a noise oscillator, which will enable you to, basically get into that percussive synthesis if you want to make those kick drums, those analog drums, and so forth. And then you can manipulate the intensity of your punch. On this side, you have your unison. You can add up to 8 voices, program and spread the stuff as you like, and so forth. All right, so yeah, there's that. Now you get to this section, you got your filter, you got 2 filters to work with, and then you have your different filter types. Same for filter 2. Actually, it looks like you have less on this one. Yep, than you do on the first one. Then you have this section over here, which is your filter common for both sets. So you can get more flexibility on this end than you can with these two. Then you have your filter mod envelopes, your modifier, your amplifier mod envelope. So you can do more manipulation. Come on. So that's how you click it. You got to switch back that way. Likewise, same thing here. Then you go into your LFO space. You got 3 different LFOs to work with and quite a few different types that you can modify and manipulate. You have options down here that you can use likewise. Trying to see what they'll let me adjust, but I want to keep this short and sweet too. So then you got, again, more options. And then you got what you can have your LFO target. Not quite like a mod matrix, but you get the point. You can set everything up here using these for all 3 LFOs. Then you go here and you click, you can get to your effects section, turn this on, add character. Again, you have your filter effect, ring modulator, frequency shifter, valve filter, comb filter. So they give you some more options to work with for adjusting your sounds. You get some distortion. You got these options here. And then your phaser, your chorus seems to be fairly basic or straightforward, I should say. Your delay, different types that you can use. And then your reverb. And then here is your matrix, your mod matrix. Set this up to manipulate whatever it is you choose. Got 6 different slots to work with. Then you have your arpeggiator. And you can set up some user patterns, how many octaves you want. Let's do 4 octaves, sync rate. So, so everything is pretty straightforward. And then you got your browser. And then you can add additional sound banks as you need. That's cool. Let's see. So we got how many? 120. 128 times 3. So you get a decent amount to choose from coming out the gate. Let's try some more sound. All right. Endless. Calm C. It definitely sounds good. I like the sound of it, knowing what it's geared for. I can definitely hear this in terms of like your your rave music, your trance music, and it definitely has a very bright sound. Let's go here. That's cool. So that, trying to think, synth wave-ish is what I'm getting. That patch makes me think of Donkey Kong Country too. I don't know why, but yeah, man, I kind of like that. All right, yeah, let's do a couple more. Let's see. Good strange path. All right, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, let me stop. All right, let me focus. So yeah, this isn't too bad. Um, it's pretty straightforward. You get a decent selection of sounds. Everything is pretty straightforward, in my opinion, in terms of what you're going to get and what you're not going to get. Direct competition that comes to mind would be like a Serum or even a Spire. I don't know if anybody has ever messed around with Spire, but it's very similar, in my opinion. It's reminiscent of Spire. And again, that's because I don't have a virus. Maybe I should go drop, 1,800 bucks and go get a virus. But yeah, I don't know, man. So yeah, this is the website that you can go. I'll leave the link up in the description and you can check it out. You got, let's see. Yeah, probably roughly around 100 bucks, maybe a little bit more. I don't know what the conversion rate on that is, so I apologize. It's only for Windows users. It is not for Mac. So unfortunately, if you're a Mac user, you can't get this. Anyhow, I think for what you get, it depends on what you already have. If you are somebody who absolutely craves that virus sound and you want to get that feel, but you don't want to fork out 1,800 bucks, this may be the solution that gets you there. I mean, other options are, sheesh, if you can find a sample library that have virus sounds built in, or, you know, yeah, sheesh, I have to think here. You can download wavetables that are sampled from the virus TI directly. So yeah, you can do that as well. It sounds good. I will say, for what it is, it sounds good. It has a very bright sound. I could definitely see using this, right out the gate for your trance, your synth wave, maybe some ambient music, or maybe if you want to go into a different space with R&B, you can do that. And if you're somebody who doesn't mind getting your hands dirty with a little bit of programming, I think this thing has a lot of potentials. On the flip side, there are other plugins out there that, are very similar, like a Vital, which is free, also has a very bright sound. You can take your wavetables and drop them in. You also have a wavetable generator and so forth. And you may even have, yeah, you have more flexibility in terms of what you can do with the sound. So, you know, take that as is with a grain of salt. But other than that, if you need that virus sound in your life, this may be an option for you. So let me know in the comment section what you think. For those of you who own a virus and you're watching this video, let me know if you think that this demo, if it has that virus sound, and it could be a good contender to meet that need without having to plug in your virus to your setup. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Tim Keys. I'm out. Peace.